Welcome to NET Vaper Reviews. Today's review is an all-in-one kit from Augvape that I received to review, and it's called the Narada Pro, Druga Narada Pro from Augvape. I must tell you, I've been enjoying this little device thoroughly for the last few days. Very nice. But before we talk about it more, I will put you through to the recording I've done when I built the RBA coil that I've been using with this kit. It's a tiny deck, but you can see how I wicked it, coiled it, and then later this evening I'll finish off this review with my final thoughts, and we'll talk about it a lot more. Okay, so without further ado, let me put you through to the build and wick, and I'll see you later on. For you, will be in a second. So now we're going to have a look at the Augvape Druga Narada Pro all-in-one kit. So let's have a look what we have here. Let's have a look. Okay, I already opened the box. So really the box is, I think, empty. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So the kit is here. Comes like this. Yep. Don't have to go into the whole how it comes in the box. Yep. Okay. On the box itself, it says Narada Pro, and you can see the list of things you get in the box. This is this side, and here you got Augvape, and on the front you get the name Narada Pro Druga Vaporizo. Okay, that's done. Now this is obviously the device. What do you get in accessories? You get two coils. One is a mouth to long, 1 ohm, and the other one is a 0.4 mesh. So the 1 ohm is a regular coil, and actually very good with naturally extracted tobacco of 50-50 blends. But the best coil is the RBA coil. That's what we're going to use today, and that's what we're going to set up. What else you get in the accessories? Let's put this aside. You get the USB-C cable, and you get the instructions manual, and that is that for the kit. Then for the RBA, you get like this. Let's have a look. Okay, you get a few extra screws for the deck. Tiny, so don't lose them. If you drop them on the carpet, that is it. And here's the RBA coil with the adapter to dry fire it, to 510 adapter. Okay, so we'll use that in a minute, and a screwdriver and a few spare O-rings. Now let's see where the O-rings belong. Yeah, one on the top here and two on the deck itself. Yeah, 1, 2 on the base here. So 2 and 1 small one. Okay, we don't want to lose this, so we'll put it back in here. We'll use the screwdriver. Now let's go through the device. Fire button is the wattage as well. So it's a knob that you turn and fire in the same time. In order for you to secure this knob, it shouldn't turn in your pocket, so you click 3 times and you lock it. 5 times on and off. And also a nice feature, I don't know if you can see it, but when I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'll switch off. But then when I switch it back on, it will count down. 1, 2, 3, so count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I like that idea. You've got a battery indicator here, the ohms, and your wattage. Yep. USB is in the bottom. USB-C. Here you got for a lanyard to put it around your neck in case you need one. 510 can be changed to something else, but I find it's comfortable. And here you got your airflow up and down. We'll go through it soon. To pull out, you just pull it out. Your contacts. And here you stick in the coil. Now, if you get from the EU, this will be with a silicone inside. You'll see like a white silicone that can be pulled out by taking a screwdriver and just pushing it down towards where the coil comes, and then you just pull it out from here, and then you get a full 4 mil capacity. That's a very good tip. Okay, so let's build this deck. So here's the RBA coil, and this is the deck. A bit small, but hopefully manage. 1 ohm coil, this is a Core Clapton 2.5 millimeter from Nature Vape. We'll use this one. And here I've got a coil that I already cut the legs. Hopefully it will fit in fairly easy, because for me to see such a small deck is not easy at all, but we'll try. Right, this is, I think, in. Now we have to get the other one in. It's a very small deck. Right, got it in. And then later we'll just tidy up the coil. Make sure it's all tight. And we'll straighten it out. You have to keep it central. It shouldn't touch either post. So you can't lower it really too much. You need to keep it fairly high up, right above the post, like so. Okay, we'll just make sure that this is properly tight. And especially done it, I don't have to cut the leads, but I think there is still a bit sticking out here. No, it's fine. Okay, so now what we do is we'll put it into the, now you see here there is like a little lip. So this would apply when you put this in here to the right way. This will fit in flush against the indent in the base in this adapter. Now we'll put it into the device, and 1 minute, switch it on. It's on already. Let's give it a fire. Small little pulses. Lovely. Lovely. You see, this is a must in these type of devices, because like this you can clean your coil and prolong its life. by many weeks by cleaning it regularly. You can watch my review how to clean coils. It's very easy. Just give it a good fire up, burn all the gunk, dip it in water. Obviously not this way, you have to take it off. Yeah, and this device is not easy to do, but yeah. Okay, now let's wick this one. Now, since this is, let's take out this adapter and try and wick it. Now this is the fiddly bit, because the coil is a normal what I use for my RTAs, and problem is that the juice wells are so tiny that you really need to comb it out quite a lot. Now to cut it, if you see here is where your juice is gonna go in, yeah, and meet the cotton. So you want to make sure that you cut it, it should reach to that opening, but not further down, because then you're gonna end up stuffing your cotton too much. So you need to spend a bit extra time just to get it right. Right, let's have a look to see the length. Yeah, the length is right. Now we need to thin it out quite a bit. So what you take is rake it out, comb it out quite a bit. You want to have enough cotton in your coil itself, but in the juice wells it should be fairly thin. Okay, the other side. Let me get sure I got the length right, a bit longer here. It's not easy to work in such a small, tiny you want to cut it, you want to thin it quite a lot, otherwise what you're going to get is dry hits and burnt flavor, not very pleasant at all. I think this is thin enough. Let me check the other side. Yeah, okay, so let's now tuck them in. Now what you do is you fold it upwards and slowly tease it down the juice well without stuffing it forcefully down, because what you do is you are jamming it in the middle and it's not going to reach where it's supposed to reach, and it won't wick properly. So you just have to tease it down until you actually get it down to the right, to where those openings are. As you tease them down, you see how the cotton actually goes down. I think this is the most important job here, to get your wicking right. Yeah, I think this is, you see, that's the way it should be. If you have any thicker, the cotton will just, it wouldn't wick properly. So your coil would always have this burnt taste to it. Okay, let's I'm using today the Tobila 2 from Juice Cabin. It's a nice liquid. You can watch my review. And I'm actually going to use this device this evening, and then I'll finish my review in a few days to see how it performs. Okay, take the chimney and let's put it into the pod, tank, whatever you call this. So you just plug it in. Oops, what's this, all this cotton? Let me just tidy up my desk a minute. So at least we've got some space here. And let's fill up the juice. Now, if you ever need to change your cotton and your juice well is full, you can't do it. The only way you could do it is if the juice level goes below, so you hold it on the side like this, and if your juice level is below the coil, roughly around here, then you can just pull out your coil, keep it straight, change your cotton and put back the coil, and then just top up. Okay, that's the job done. Let's see what comes up. 0.99 ohm. I don't think it'll focus. Okay, enough to take my word for it. 0.99, so that's a 1 ohm, 16 watts. Let's give it a vape. Nice flavor. Now the nice flavor. Yeah, the juice, the airflow, if you push it down all the way down, that is the smallest airflow, meaning it's the tighter draw. You lift it to the top, it should become more of an airy draw. Let's try it. It's a bit stiff in the beginning, but it will soften as the bit of liquid gets in or whatever. Let's try it now and fully open. Certainly noisier. Airy mouth to lung. Let's put it down again. There's no, let's try middle. Not much difference, no. Lower. It's a bit more restricted and not much. Definitely, certainly quieter. Certainly quieter. Yeah, very good flavor, must say. Delicious. The airflow is good mouth to lung, not super tight. For me, it's perfect. Some people, it might not be tight enough, but it's definitely a good mouth to lung draw if you keep this all the way down. I will now vape this, take this with me out, vape it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish the review in 2 days, and then we will talk about it a bit more and finish off this review. Okay, for you it will be in a second, for me in a few days. Take care, bye-bye for now. Right, so we're back on top. What do I think about this device? After using it for a few days, I'm very impressed. I'll tell you why. Let's talk about the pros here. Sturdy. It feels weighty in your hand. It's perfect size. I mean, look how tiny. I'll give you some comparison. This is a Smok Fetch. Okay, it's the same height, but it's much thinner. Smoke Nord is taller. The Orion Plus, the Lost Vape Quest Q Pro is bigger. This feels a lot lighter as well, but this feels sturdy. It's got some weight to it. If you feel you're holding a solid kit. The mouthpiece is very comfortable, but you can change it. The airflow, that's what I want to talk about in a minute. The fire button and the wattage. This is very important that you lock it, because if you don't lock it in your pocket, it will turn. When you fire, you turn it. I love this idea that the fire button and the wattage is the same button. It's a very nice idea, and also you can get your wattage up and down so fast. But the drawback on this one, that it's very easy to change. So it's a simple solution. Click 3 times, it locks it, and that is it. But you can still fire. And the flavor of the Tubular 2, where's the liquid? Okay, I got it in the drawer, is very nice indeed for such a tiny kit. Okay, I'm using a coil that I'm using in a much bigger RTA in the R. Yeah, I reviewed this not long ago. And the chimney is so small, it keeps the flavor condensed. You're getting a proper flavor from this kit. I was talking to a few guys when I was vaping this, and they asked me what this is. I showed them. I said to them, this is a mini RTA starter kit. A mini RTA starter kit. The RBA coils are excellent. The stock coils, if you want to use the stock coils, it's excellent flavor. But for me, it's the RBA. The 1 ohm coil, the stock coil, is very good in mouth to lung. It takes down, it tightens the draw even further. The 0.4 mesh is a much more airy draw, a nice restricted direct to lung. But the 1 ohm is very much a mouth to lung coil. But when it comes to naturally extracted tobacco that only vape on these type of devices, the 1 ohm wouldn't last 2-3 days. So really the solution is the RBA coil. And then what you can do is just take out the coil and use the adapter to fire it, clean it, and then you got a coil for a few weeks, and you get top flavor. I like this device a lot. Very fast charging through the USB. I think 20 minutes. 20 minutes is 80% charge. Now, the airflow. So when it's down, that means it's very tighter. But when you lift it, you need a bit of a nail to do it. Okay, now it's completely up. You will hear the difference in the sound. It's a much airier mouth to lung, and I can even do a restricted direct to lung. When you lower it, it reduces a bit the airflow, but just about that it becomes a acceptable mouth to lung draw. And you can see it's much quieter. You can hear the crackling of the core Clapton. I love that sound. Yeah, so when you lift it, I'll do it again, just so you can hear. You hear the difference. It's a much smoother airflow when you lower it all the way. There's no middle way. It's either minimum or maximum. The mouse to long draw is a bit airy, but a lot more restrictive than the fetch. The fetch is a coil in here, but I have to re-wick it. But for the airflow, it's good enough to. This is more aimed at direct to long. A lovely restricted direct to long. I also use a 1 ohm coil, but this is a much more of an airy draw. This one you can get a bit more on the draw. It should become more of a tight. But also it's very, it's also airy. You have to really nearly close it fully that it should become airy. But this, I'm not comparing to this is a stock coil. This is a RBA coil, in all intents and purposes, a proper RTA coil. I wonder if the node, I don't think I've got a coil in the node. Let's have a look. No, it's empty. I just wanted to show you the comparison. Sometimes I need to recoil. I haven't got the time, so I take one day, I recoil everything. But it's a lovely direct to mouse to long draw. Okay, it's not as tight as some people like it, but it is very, very comfortable mouse to long draw. All in all, I think this kit is a very nice device if you are looking for a stealthy kit for out and about. Or I vape this now during the day as well. I put in the Tubula 2 and I vape it on occasion during the day. I take it out now with me all the time when I go out. It's a very nice little stealthy kit. You get them in various colors, red in the sides and like leather effect and wood effect, and this is the carbon fiber effect. I'll put everything below, all the specs, and you got quite a lot of specifications and features. I'll put it below, 50 to 30 watts. Yeah, so you can put in a bigger coil. I don't know if you can. I don't think you'll be able to put in more than a 2.5 millimeter coil. No way. So I mean, you could go up higher, but on naturally extracted tobacco, I wouldn't go higher than 16. I wouldn't go higher than 16. Higher wattage ruins the taste, but if you vape on fruit and dessert flavors, by all means, you could go up higher on the wattage. Okay, I think I covered this. Is there anything I missed out? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. I think it's a quite simple, straightforward, all-in-one kit. Very sturdy, feels good in the hand, vapes like a champ. Wicks, no problem if you do the wick right. I never got dry hit, I never got burnt taste. Full flavor each inhale. Yeah, just get the wicking right. Do not stuff them in. You stuff them in, you will never get the flavor and you'll get a burnt taste. Thin them out, put them in nice and gently, and let them find their space. Don't chuck them in. That is the whole secret in these type of RBA coils. And obviously use a good coil. Yeah. Okay, I think I concluded this review on the Druga Narada Pro all-in-one kit, and I want to thank Augvape for sending it to me for a review. Much appreciated. Okay, until the next review, take care, enjoy your vape, bye bye for now.